Tournament. In that third period, the Lakers outscored the Sixers 41-26. Jamal Wilkes was the chief culprit against Philadelphia. Kareem was there as well, and Nixon has 11 points and 5 assists in that period. So how do you look at the fourth right now?
Well, I thought the key was the way Kareem closed down the middle, and the Lakers took advantage of the fact that the Sixers could not get any good shots, and they worked their fast break to perfection. So now in this last quarter, the Sixers are going to have to be a little more aggressive offensively, I think.
Is Philadelphia, despite that run, not in bad shape, trailing by only 2?
It's a 2-point ball game, and if you work it, if you get yourself together, you're right in the middle of it.
There you see the big 41 points in the third for the Lakers. Wilkes alley-oop to McAdoo, and McAdoo didn't quite do it on the chalkboard, but got the points anyway. Bob McAdoo in the ball game has 10 points now. And the biggest lead of the ball game, matched by L.A., 4 points. And Julius is blocked by Kurt Rambis and fouled by Rambis.
31, up in here.
And you see Julius is screened out fairly well by Jamal Wilkes, but he still comes up with a rebound. And there's the foul right there.
Rambis is third, and Julius on the line. He already has 22 points to lead the Sixers. Took charge in the 7th game against the Celtics and was restrained after. That's the class of Julius Erving. He didn't gloat. He is having a tough time at the free throw line, however, in game 1. 4 for 7, now 5 for 8 from the line. Kareem getting a breather. He has 20 points and 3 fouls, but he should be a factor before this one's over. 3-point LA lead. Hollins is guarding Magic Johnson, but they'll switch. Tony is on Cooper. Wilkes and Julius. Bantam and McAdoo. Dawkins on the turnover to Julius Erving. Cooper backing up, and Mike Bantam inside. This is a reverse layup. Bantam is really struggling offensively. And Wilkes back to McAdoo and a foul. Dawkins is jumping up and down. If it's on him, it'll be number 4. He went through the entire third period without committing a foul.
And he did a good job as he could possibly do on that fast break. Here McAdoo runs the break, gives it up, and keeps going and gets it back. And there's Dawkins right there on the block and right there.
Caldwell Jones replaces Mike Bantam. Caldwell Jones has 6 points in the ball game and has been a consistent rebounder for Philadelphia, has 7. McAdoo makes the first one. But with 5 clubs before he was acquired by the Lakers from New Jersey on Christmas Eve, and what a Christmas present he has been for the Lakers. 5-point lead and 12 points for McAdoo. Biggest lead of the game for L.A. Less than 2 minutes gone by in the final period, and a turnover. Tony lost it out of bounds. Lakers ball.
And this kind of thing has happened to the Sixers in previous series. That they reach stretches where they just can't put the ball, just can't get the ball in the front court.
Cooper on a perfectly executed play and a pass from Johnson with the middle open, and Billy Cunningham has a familiar frown. Timeout. Biggest lead of the game, 7 points for Los Angeles with 10:31 to go. For the Lakers, and they've come back and taken the lead on plays like this.
Now they don't normally run plays for Michael Cooper, but he's there. He left Tony. He had him picked off by 3 guys. Just act like he was going away from the ball, and then he cut back. Now what has happened with the Sixers? There's Larry O'Brien. What has happened with the Sixers in the second half? They've had a breakdown defensively. Now their offense is fed by their defense. And when they're playing good defense, that feeds the offense, and they have broken down defensively, and that's why they haven't been able to score.
Maurice Cheeks back in the ball game. Andrew Toney, they'll need his points, and that shot is deflected. Rambis coming back, and Kurt Rambis gets the layup.
And a great play by Michael Cooper. He got the block shot, and never came down with it, just fed it to Kurt Rambis on the break.
The Lakers are shooting nearly 70% here in this half after hitting 45% of their shots in the first half. Maurice Cheeks misses, and right now Philadelphia having problems scoring, and the Lakers are not. Nixon, 9-point lead. What a turnover this has been. Turnabout from a 15-point Philadelphia lead to a 9-point LA lead. Bobby Jones fights McAdoo for the ball. McAdoo wins and hits. 14 for Bob McAdoo. And the Lakers are opening it up now to an 11-point lead. We want to remind most of our viewers, local news will follow us. And on the West Coast, you'll see Magnum PI. 9:34 remaining. Philadelphia had a 15-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the third. And now it's an 11-point Laker lead at 9:34 in the game. And in turnovers, and that's why LA has outscored Philadelphia 33-7 in the last 8.5 minutes, and that's a 26-point swing from a 15-point deficit to an 11-point lead. But there's a lot of time as the Lakers now trap more. Cooper almost knocked the ball away, and Bobby Jones called for traveling. Another turnover.
Now with the Sixers are going to have to pick up the pace defensively. As I said earlier, they might want to try a hand court or some trapping just to get their rhythm defensively, because that, as I said earlier, that feeds their offense.
9:15 to go in the fourth period. Bobby Jones trying to steal it from McAdoo. 10 seconds on the clock.
And I guess it's safe to say that the Lakers now have definitely their playoff legs back.
Rambis with 12 points. No one's talking about the 11-day layoff anymore. Julius outside.
That's not the shot they wanted.
And here comes Magic. They're not getting inside, and when they do, the LA defense just snuffs them away. Cooper outside hits. And the Lakers can do no wrong. Michael has 10 points, and the biggest lead of the game is 15. So we've had a 30-point swing in this game, and not that much time. Tony. This is Dawkins. Breaks the ground.
That was made possible by Bobby Jones.
Keep in mind, Kareem has been on the bench while the Lakers have run off this latest string. 8:20 to go, plenty of time, but the Sixers have to start turning it around.
Well, the Lakers have just been playing devastating defense.
And offense not bad either. Nixon, 20 points. Wilkes has 24. Abdul-Jabbar and Nixon each have 20. Erving's been sitting at 23 as the leading scorer for Philadelphia.
Now, they've scored great, but you wouldn't notice that big difference if they hadn't been playing such great defense, and so that spread has been so great.
Sixers, though, are playing in their hands by taking long-range shots here. Cooper with a good fake on Bobby Jones. And a foul on Philadelphia. And Kareem now is coming back in the ball game along with Caldwell Jones, as Bobby Jones has just been hit with his third personal foul. Team fouls, by the way, right now. Los Angeles has 1, and Philadelphia has 2 as McAdoo gets a breather. He's contributed. He has 14 points, 6 in this period. Lionel Hollins.
And Michael Cooper, one of the most effective 6 men in basketball.
Play forward or guard, 6'7". Tremendous leaper. Really emerged as a fine two-way player this season. They trap Hollins, looking for the open man, and it's Bobby Jones, but Kareem blocks the shot. How's that for frustration? Cooper on the other end. Try to get Rambis. Try to fake out Lionel Hollins, and he couldn't. Hollins intercepted. Cheeks back. And he hits the long-range shot, but that's all Philadelphia's been trying, other than that attempt inside that was blocked.
Well, Kareem has decided that that's the only shot that they're going to try.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the game before, and they still didn't make it inside.